When you are someone that have been in survival for so long, maybe all or most of your life, which is the case for a lot of us, you might think, and it's also because of all of the information out there on the internet about the nervous system and how to regulate it and how to step out of survival. You might think that the biggest indicator that you are out of survival is when you are no longer feeling anxious or stressed or agitated or triggered. But those are just one layer of it, because even if you are no longer feeling that sense of panic or anxiety that you maybe used to have, that does not mean that your nervous system is out of survival. There is more to this. Let's talk about it. Now, if you feel like your stress responses have decreased a lot than before, then trust that you are on the right track. Please note that this is not a this or that, or that you are doing anything wrong here. This is not the point of what I'm saying, but I want to give you a clear indication that tells you that you are fully out of survival mode, and that doesn't really just start or end with you feeling calm, with you feeling chill, or with you doing more of breathing techniques that can regulate your nervous system, because you can still do all of that and still be in survival. And I know that might sound contradictory, but it's not exactly that, because you are on your way out of survival. It's just that there is one last layer here, and you will know that you are fully out of survival when you no longer feel the need to chase, prove, or earn anything. And this is such a subtle layer that no one really talks about much, and it might not be so easy to notice in your life. This is me speaking especially to all of my type A people and highly ambitious, high achievers as well, because I've been there. And for the longest time, I thought that I was no longer in survival mode just because I no longer had anxiety attacks. When I healed my anxiety attacks, and when I was feeling more safe in my body, and when I was feeling more calm and more grounded day to day, I thought that I was no longer in survival anymore. But that is only until I came to a threshold in my life where my nervous system went through so many dark phases, and it was just really shedding so much programming in the unseen. After that threshold, I suddenly felt, which isn't really so sudden, so don't take that literally, came to a point where I no longer felt the need to prove, chase, or earn anything. And I was such a hustler. Like, I came to a point where my system, I felt like my body could no longer fund that old hustler mentality or hustling paradigm. I felt like I could no longer do it even if I wanted to. And I was so much in my masculine energy. I was such a controlling person in the past. And all of that plays together. But I came to a point where, like, even if I wanted to make something happen and I wanted to move towards a certain goal or to achieve something, because of my system not yet having calibrated the new paradigm of yes, you can succeed, yes, you can get to where you want to with ease and flow and effortlessness. At that time, I was noticing that, oh my God, the only way I know how to do things is if I hustle and effort and prove and earn whatever I want. But at the same time, even though I know that that is possible, I can't. Really can't. My body, my system really refused to fund that old paradigm. That was such a transitional phase because my nervous system was calibrating to a new baseline. That type of calibration may not happen overnight because your nervous system really needs time to integrate and recalibrate and feel safe, expand into the new energetic field. And let me tell you, when you choose to act from the old paradigm, you are reinforcing the old paradigm into your life, and that's not going to help you. So please pay attention to that. And that could be any type of paradigm, not just a hustling paradigm. So I know you might be thinking that, well, okay, how can I do that? How can I shift myself out of this pattern? How can I stop trying to earn and prove what myself to getting whatever I want to manifest? And the answer to that is that there is no one way or one size fits all. There is no a ultimate solution to fix this, because ultimately there's really nothing to fix. And I know that you might have that type of mindset from all of the information that we have in the spiritual community and the way that it is communicated. You might have unconsciously got that idea that any pattern that you have, any shortcoming, any weakness, any wound is something for you to fix. But please, please, I treated myself like a never ending self improvement project for the longest time. And I realized that it was just coming from shame, really. That's a topic for another time. But it's important to bring this out here in this video. If you stick around, I am going to lovingly drill that out of your head. There is nothing to fix, there is nothing wrong with you. This is just you expanding your capacity for more and better, and you releasing whatever no longer serves you. And yes, you can do that from a place of neutrality or a place of self-acceptance. By the way, you don't even need to accept all parts of you. And I'm not saying that it would justify you being harsh on yourself and critical with yourself or judgmental here, because that is also not going to help you. But I'm saying this because I know you might also have received the idea that you need to accept all parts of you in order to change or grow. And that might bring you the notion that, oh my God, now I need to work on my self-acceptance. And that will bring you into an entire new process. Or maybe you need to take and apply different techniques and you need to take courses on that. Chill. You can move forward and you can make any change that you want from a place of neutrality. And what I mean by a place of neutrality is that you come to a point where you, as the conscious being aware of your experience and all of the things that are in your system, all of the things or patterns or programming, I'm not saying all at once, I'm saying maybe in one aspect that you can see clearly. And you can hold both truths at the same time and not resist, reject, or rush to solve or fix or hold on to any of them. That's how you know you're in a place of neutrality, because that really comes down to choice. And your choice is one of the biggest and most powerful tools that you have, your conscious choice. Okay, let's circle back. How you can shift from the old paradigm of earning and proving. The point that I want you to know here is that this is not an intellectual realization that will bring you out of the old paradigm. It's a full body recalibration. It's your system now feeling safe with being rather than doing, because the old paradigm means that your safety is highly based on doing and efforting. And that's why you have the need to chase, to prove, or earn. Because if you think about it, the thing that you are earning or proving yourself for, your system doesn't feel safe receiving that without earning it or proving it or actually, working for it. And by the way, yes, it's possible. It's possible to receive things in life without working for it. It's possible. It's energetic alignment. It can happen. It can happen. You can start testing that when it comes to small things, because this entire game of life is an energetic game. And maybe you might have been programmed and conditioned to think that it's all a physical, material game where all of your power lies in the outside. That whatever you want, you need to chase outside. You need to get to, or you need to become. Darling, when you step out of that mentality and when you shift the old paradigm of survival, when you step out of that, you automatically step into your conscious creator self. And that is the identity shift. You know why so many people talk about stepping out of survival? It's not because the aim is to just regulate your nervous system. The ultimate aim of that is an identity shift. Because that identity shift is what is going to ripple into all of your life and create the biggest change in your life.